И всем здорово, с вами канал Бушик Геймер. Я решил что-то вот записать видос прохождения на MassEffect3. В общем, что здесь я буду его проходить полностью, то есть со всеми DLC. Между миссиями, скорее всего, снимать не буду, так как это займет очень много времени. То есть я буду, то есть по названиям миссий выкладывать, по названиям DLC, то есть вот так вот. В общем, давайте сразу начнем. То есть мы начнем за мужчинку, с такого прекрасного мужчинки. Мужчинка Шепард. В принципе, лучше, чтобы было не скучно, выберем такой, чтобы... Так, вот ролевой, чтобы была история. То есть история. Так, назовем Бушик Геймер. Выберем стандартную внешность, естественно, солдат. В принципе, я всегда за солдата играл. Космонавт. Герой войны. В общем, наверное, уже многие знают. Ну, если не знает, то, в принципе, объясню. Последний герой — это, по-моему, то есть это отступник. Герой войны — это герой. И беспощадный — это, по-моему, вообще нейтралитет. Так, герой войны. Так, значит, выбираем героя войны. Так как мы будем за доброго Шепарда играть. Так, давайте генезис посмотрим. То есть вот так вот. В принципе, я его сейчас зачитаю. Он, естественно, на английском у нас. Я уже потерял много... Так, я уже потерял счет времени. Так, удивительно, как целые годы жизни могут прилететь за какой-то... Ах, я не успеваю. Ну ладно. Очень слишком быстро. В принципе, вам-то на паузу легче будет нажать и прочитать. Ну, в общем, он рассказывает о происшествиях в Масс Эффекте 1. То есть, как он познакомился с Кайденом Маленко, с Эшли. Ну, то есть с Кайдом они с самого начала были, а вот с Эшли как познакомились, да. То есть вот так вот. Как они увидели первого жнеца, то есть пожинателя. То есть они тогда были на Eden Prime. Как они нашли протеанский маяк. Благодаря которому Шепард получил там какие-то такие силы специальные, которые предупреждили его о пришествии жнецов, то есть пожинателей. Да, вот так. Телепатически они перенеслись так. Учительно только.
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along.
Вот они направились к Совету предупредить всех.
With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian specter named Saren.
Ну вот, обвинили они Сарана, то есть это вот, не помню, турианец, вот, да. Он был спектром, но никто не мог поверить в это, типа он же спектр, он же должен быть хорошим. В общем, не приняли это. Нужны были доказательства. Ну, в общем, тут вот они с Гарусом, да, вот,
a top agent for Citadel
познакомились
Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved,
с
he told
Рексом
me he was
и
suspicious of Sarah,
Стали.
and he had some useful leads. More importantly,
Вот как раз Стали и передала все данные.
that led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest
Немного
looking
спойлерю,
bounty hunter
конечно,
I'd
насчет
ever
прошлых
seen.
частей, но
He
не
turned out to
знаю.
be more than just a brute.
Старые части можно
It was his
поиграть
intel
и
that
во
led to a fugitive
на
with
всех
incriminating
компьютерах.
evidence on Sarah.
То есть на них
The
вообще
fugitive
прохождение, по-моему,
turned out to
снимать
be
и
an
не
energetic little
знаю,
quarian named Tal.
бессмысленно.
A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark
Да,
space.
про то, что
Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all
гаторианец
organic
этот
life.
Сарен
These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years
в
ago,
союзе с
including the
жнецами.
Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to
То
be
есть вот
stopped.
они
They stripped him of
Сарана
his Spectre
все-таки это...
status and gave me
Ну, то
the
есть
honor of
они
becoming
совет
the first
убедили,
human
что Сарана
Spectre.
надо остановить.
My first task? Bring down
Вот
Saren.
они начали его искать.
Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his
Андерсон
ship,
подарил,
the
так
Normandy.
сказать, передал
He told me I would need
корабль,
it more
то
than he
есть
would.
Нормандию,
He
под
also pointed
командование
me in a
Шепарда.
direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics,
Вот они нашли
and most
эксперта по
importantly,
протеанам,
daughter of
то есть
Benezi,
Лиару,
Saren's
Тисони.
top lieutenant. And like most Asari,
Она также дочь
beautiful as she is
Бенези.
intelligent,
Бенези это
born with the
была
unique ability to meld
союзница
with other
Сарана,
species.
то есть у них
Liara
там
was
вообще
able to help me
все
decipher some of the
тяжко
vision
было.
the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with
То есть
Liara.
тут уже рассказы
As commander, I knew
про
either
привязанность с
relationship had
Лиарой
potential to interfere with the mission.
и с Эшли, то есть мы выбираем Лиару.
I told Liara about how I felt.
Конечно, вы можете выбрать и Эшли, но не знаю, я уже как-то... Мне больше Лиара нравится.
Finding Sarah.
С людьми одно, а с
Thanks to
человеком другое.
Liara's help, we had
Ой,
our
с
next
людьми
lead.
одно, а с инопланетянами другое.
Saren
Немного
had
не
taken
так
her to
сказал.
Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures.
Вот, они тут сражались с Бенези, то есть с
He orders
матерью
Benezi to
Лиары.
use the same technique Liara had used on
Было
me to
немного
extract
тяжело.
information from the Rachni
Я
Queen.
это помню миссия.
The Queen's drones were everywhere.
Особенно,
They
когда я
weren't
бежал
happy.
просто через толпу
We had to
монстров.
fight through hundreds of them to get to
Потому что
Benezi.
мне надоело уже
By the time we
сражаться.
arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her.
Да, они
He
пытались
had
уговорить
somehow acquired the
Бенези, но
ability to
ничего не
control
вышло.
people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no
Вот
harm
был
if I
выбор,
released her.
отпустить
The
царицу Рахни или
Rachni had
нет.
terrorized the galaxy before.
Ну, мы спасем ее, естественно.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer.
Вот,
But we
на
soon learned it was
Вермайеру
more than a base of
они
operations.
отправились,
It was a
где был
breeding ground.
гигантский инкубатор этих
Saren was breeding an
Kroganов.
army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage.
Он создал
a disease
лекарство
inflicted on the
генофага,
Krogan to prevent them from breeding
болезнь
and taking
искусственно
over the
привитой
galaxy.
Кроганом, чтобы не дать им
But the
размножаться и
Krogan Saren
захватить
was breeding
галактику.
were slaves. Mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base. And all its
Вот они решили
research.
уничтожить базу, но
Rex
Рекс
disagreed.
типа запротестовал,
Violently.
чтобы генофаг этот, типа, давай
Rex
берем
wanted the
его,
genophage cure for
генофаг.
his people.
Да.
I tried to convince him to help me destroy
чтобы
it.
вылечить
That
свой
these
народ.
Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Вот. Но по правде генофаг это был не совсем настоящий, то есть это, ну, короче, он бы не спас бы их.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks.
Вот, пришлось
He realized
Рексу
this wasn't the way to
уговаривать,
help his people.
чтобы он
And
тут
that
не
Saren was the
бунтовал,
real threat.
чтобы был за нас. уничтожил эту базу.
When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team into two squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as distraction.
Они разделились тогда на два отряда.
Before we could
То
detonate the
есть на
bomb,
Эшли
Saren showed
и
up.
этого
We fought.
Кайдена.
I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him,
В общем, появился Сарен, с которым они начали сражаться.
it wasn't Saren who was
То есть
indoctrinating
именно
everyone.
Шепард с Сареном начал сражаться.
The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to
Он был в
convince me he was
подчинении
still in
Властелина,
control.
то есть он
Said he
верил
found a way to
Властелину.
reduce the Reaper's influence, but
То
he
есть
was
Властелин
kidding
это один
himself,
из жнецов был.
or believing the lies Sovereign was telling. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates.
То есть он
I tried,
сбежал, Сарен,
but
с
I
этой
wasn't
битвы.
fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Давайте спасем Эшли, потому что если спасти Кайдена, там, в общем, упадок будет у всей команды. Да и, в принципе, с Эшли как-то приятнее беседовать.
Caden was a good man and a great soldier, but I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we
Вот, они
chased Saren and his
собирались
army to Ilos,
на
a
Илос.
long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate
Против
fight,
команды, против армии
we
Сарена.
were just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after
Вот Лиара
Caden's
пришла
death.
довольная. Такая типа,
She could sense
Шепард,
my doubts.
я к тебе.
We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission.
Вот.
But
Шепард
why wait?
рассказывает, какой он скорострел.
We gave in to each
Все было
other.
замечательно.
And it was perfect
Раскрылись они друг другу.
while it lasted.
Ненадолго.
We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren.
Вот они
Once on the
нашли
planet, we
банк
discovered a
данных
Prothean data bank
Протеан.
that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000
То
years
есть
before
жнецы
that,
уничтожали все
each
50,
time
ну, каждые
purging the
50
galaxy
тысяч
of
лет.
life. The
Каждые 50
Protheans had
тысяч
fought
лет
and died, like every species before them. But a
они
few survived
сражались,
long enough
погибли,
to leave a parting gift.
как все живое до них.
The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all.
Да, Цитадель была
Saren knew
ключом,
this.
включение
He was leading his army to take
ретрансляторов.
control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space.
Ну вот они об этом узнали, отключили их Протеана. То есть жнецы, по идее, не могли попасть, но Сарен
We followed him
решил
to
их
the
включить,
Citadel.
чтобы жнецы пришли.
It was intact, but heavily damaged.
Насколько я помню, все-таки
He had caught the
ему
Council
это
fleets by
удалось.
surprise, and they were only now
То
regrouping.
есть,
And with
так.
Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship,
пока
the
он
Destiny
сражался с
Ascension, fell
Сареном,
under attack.
на
Despite Saren's
совет
death,
напали.
Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy.
То есть спасем совет.
The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community.
Еще раз
Without them,
говорю,
the fleets would
как
be in
хотите.
disarray.
Это, в принципе, ваш выбор.
Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren
В
defeated
принципе, это много
and the
чего
Normandy leading a
это не
combined
означает.
galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign A single reaper.
Ну вот они победили
was
Сарана.
relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell.
Ну вот они уничтожили
But the costs
Властелина.
were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there.
Вот.
I
И
knew the fight
человечеству
was far from
предложили
over,
место в посольстве.
as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new
То есть четвертого.
responsibilities.
То есть вот
The
Шепарду
choice of
дали выбор,
humanity's
кого
first council
поставить
was left for me to decide.
послом. И
On
вот
the
был
one hand,
выбор между
Dean,
Андерсоном и
the
Удиной.
lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious.
Не знаю,
He
дадут
would
ли нам
easily
этот выбор
navigate the
сейчас.
political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in
То
their
есть
own
нам
right.
дали этот выбор. Я выбираю Андерсона.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the council would rebuild
Вот они
itself.
начали все
The
восстанавливать.
Citadel could be repaired.
Бла-бла-бла.
Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army.
Вот. Его отправили на уничтожение
But
остатки
the Gap
армии
and Saren were just the
Сарана.
beginning. The Reapers had other plans. A few months after the battle for the Citadel, while we were on patrol, we were attacked by an unknown vessel. Before we knew what was
Потом
happening,
да,
we
на
were
них
disabled,
напал
forced to
неизвестный
abandon
корабль,
ship. The Normandy was
уничтожил
destroyed.
Нормандию.
We lost a lot
Шепард
of good
тогда
people.
умер.
I almost didn't make it myself. Technically, I was as close to death as you can get.
Технически он,
By
конечно,
the
был
time my
умер.
body was recovered, there wasn't much left.
Но его
The
тело
pro-human
обнаружили,
Cerberus
восстановили,
acquired what was left of my body
воскресили,
and spent the
так
next
сказать,
2
Цербер,
years rebuilding me. My memories,
организации
abilities,
по
everything.
интересам
The
человечества.
person in charge
Вот.
of my recovery was a Cerberus agent, Miranda Lawson, brilliant and efficient. But before I could be completely rehabilitated, the Cerberus facility we were in was attacked.
Вот, на
I was
комплекс
forced to
напали.
fight my way out. In my condition, I should have died. But an ex-Alliance soldier named Jacob Taylor kept me alive. We found
Вот
Miranda.
Джейкоб
and
Тейлор
escaped.
спас его.
They took me to meet the
Отыскали
elusive
Миранду и
man, leader of
сбежали.
Cerberus and the one who had ordered me rebuilt.
В общем,
The elusive man lived up to his name,
ему
offering half
пришлось
answers to many of my questions. But he did explain why
пойти
he
на
brought me
контакт с
back.
призраком, то есть
He believed I
это
was the one
главный
person who could
в
stop
организации
Reaper
Цербера,
And he explained that the
который
Reapers
рассказал
had a new
о
ally,
коллекционерах,
an insectoid race called the
то
Collective,
есть
the
которые
ones who
живут
attacked
за,
the Normandy 2 years earlier.
за
Since
ретранслятором
that time, they've been
Омега-4.
systematically abducting entire human colonies and taking them beyond the Omega-4 relay, a place that no
Якобы то,
ships other than
что
collector ships ever return from.
там планета
The elusive man
коллекционеров,
wanted me to
и
find out why
которые,
humans
ну,
were
вот
being
они на
abducted
этих
and
работают.
to end it. In return, Cerberus would
На
outfit me with a
жнецов,
rebuilt
на
Normandy,
пожинателей.
weapons, and a skeleton crew. As long as I agreed to take
Взамен,
along
естественно,
Miranda, Jacob, and an illegal
призрак,
AI named Eden.
ну, отдал Нормандию, то есть, ну, уже не ту,
I told the
конечно,
elusive man I
а
wanted
уже
my own
новую
team,
Нормандию.
people I knew,
То
He
есть
already
вот,
had
надо
a
было
list of
завербовать
individuals
также
that he
новую
wanted.
команду
people that might be willing to go on a suicide mission
для
to
поимки,
head
так
beyond the
сказать,
Omega-4 relay, face
этих
the unknown.
коллекционеров.
It was an interesting list. Ex-convicts, assassins, experimental scientists. In the end, it was my choice. It would take time and effort to recruit them all. With more humans disappearing every day, I wasn't sure I should bother.
То есть
I
вот
decided I needed all
завербуем
the help I
всех.
could get.
В принципе, так и лучше бы и надо.
Recruiting the team took me all over the galaxy. Along the way, I met some old friends. They were quick to join, despite the risk. As for the rest, finding them and convincing them to join me on a suicide mission was difficult. But keeping them from killing each other was next to impossible. They only had to stay alive long enough to
У них
complete the
постоянно
mission.
между ними были
I
ссоры,
wasn't sure what difference it would make if they
то
were
есть
happy
постоянно
doing it.
нужно было разрешать конфликты.
But if we were
чтобы
going to
они друг
survive
друга
this,
не
our best
убивали.
chance was to make sure everyone was working together.
Также
I
не
tried to
просто
recruit
их
and
было
reconnect with a
завербовать,
few of
то
my
есть
old
их надо было
squad.
завербовать,
They
так
were
еще
suspicious of Cerberus. No
какое-нибудь
doubt why
задание
they
для
weren't
них
on the
выполнить.
elusive man's list to begin with.
То есть вот так.
Worse, they had moved on. For 2 years, they believed I was dead and lost. Now, Now I was headed off on another
Все считают,
suicide.
что Шепард умер,
If things were going to
потому
get
что
better
он 2
between
года
us, it would take
пролежал,
time.
тогда, когда он умирал.
But I was running
Ну,
out.
когда его воскрешали, то есть. Так, двигаться дальше.
If they wouldn't help, then I'd find someone else.
Блин, не то написал.
With most of the team
Ладно.
recruited, we were getting close. We just needed to
Надо
figure
было
out how to
остаться верными
survive the
друзьями.
Omega-4 relay. Our best chance came when we discovered a damaged collector ship. We
Вот
went
они
in knowing it would be
нашли
a trap,
корабль
but we had to try.
коллекционеров,
What
зашли
we
в него.
found there was almost unbelievable. The collectors weren't a new race at all. They were the twisted
То есть
remnants of
коллекционеры
the
оказались не новой расы,
Slaves
это были
of the Reapers.
рабы жнецов,
And humans were the
эти
next
протеаны,
target.
только
The collectors were
переделанные.
abducting tens of thousands
Как
of humans
хаски.
from the Reapers, and unless we could find a way to stop them,
Ну,
we'd
почти
end
как
up just
хаски.
like the Protheans. We had to escape before we could find out the secrets of the Omega-4 relay, but we were more determined than ever to put a stop to the collectors. All we needed now was a way through the relay. Edie had figured out what we needed, and the elusive man knew where to find it. We stole parts from a derelict Reaper to mask our ship's signature, to make the Normandy appear as a Reaper and allow us safe passage. As soon as we had what we needed,
нашли
Joker and Edie
сигнатуру
began testing.
для прохода
But
через
while I was away on a
Омега-4.
mission with the team, the collectors
Специально
attacked
вот
the
это.
Normandy, determined to destroy it before we could finish the tests. Joker and Edie did
Нормандию
their best to fight
атаковали,
them off. They saved the
похитили
ship,
весь
but the
экипаж,
entire crew was
почти
abducted,
весь.
taken beyond the Omega-4 relay. Jacob wanted to go immediately and rescue the crew. Edie and Miranda wanted more time to prepare before we attacked.
Отправить спасать экипаж.
We had everything we needed to get through the Omega-4 relay safely. I wouldn't risk the lives of the crew by waiting.
В принципе, разница есть, то есть если подготавливать команду и сразу не отправиться, то все умрут, то
We
есть
all
весь
knew this was
экипаж.
likely a one-way ticket. The team was as
То есть
ready
вот
as they
так.
could be, but they were
В
nervous.
принципе, на ход
We knew this could be our last day together.
третьей части это сильно не
We were scared,
повлияет.
looking for reassurance. Some of us found it in each other. But I went to my cabin to be alone. Prepare for the attack. Go over every detail. I had to make sure we were ready.
То есть там фотография Лиара.
The day of the attack, everything went as planned. At first. The Normandy made it safely through. As we scanned the wreckage
Вот
of all
они
the ships that
прошли
had failed before us, we
через
found what we were looking for.
ретранслятор, этот
The collector
Омега-4.
base. And guarding it, the ship that had destroyed the Normandy 2 years ago, and almost ended my life. But this time, we were the attacker. The Normandy sustained heavy damage. We lost some of the team, but eventually we destroyed the collector's ship, and made our way to their base. We knew the fighting inside would be brutal. We arrived intact, and the team was strong, resilient. We repelled every attack thrown at us. Eventually, we made it to the heart of the base. To this day, I can hardly believe what we saw there. The collected humans had been dissolved, transformed and repurposed to create
Они
the
делали
frame for a
нового
new
жнеца,
Reaper. A massive human Reaper abomination. We had no
полностью
choice
жнеца
but to destroy
человека.
it.
Они начали его, ну, то есть они его
The battle
уничтожили.
caused severe damage to the base, but we needed to destroy it completely. As I prepped explosives to finish the job, we received a
Вот
message.
они
The elusive
приготовили взрывчатку, чтобы
he
взорвать
didn't
все.
want us to destroy the base at all.
Призрак не
He
хотел,
wanted to
чтобы мы
preserve it.
уничтожали базу, он
He
хотел
wanted
ее
to study how the
ну,
humans
себе
were
ее
transformed
забрать.
into the abomination we'd seen. To use the technology of the collectors to help defeat the Reapers.
Но, естественно, мы не верим призраку.
I always suspected the elusive man had his own motives, but I couldn't agree with him
И
on
взорвали
this.
базу.
We had stopped the collectors. We would find a way to stop the Reapers without sacrificing our morality in the process. We destroyed the base, completely, and escaped back through the Omega-4 relay. The mission was over, but we paid a price for our success. We lost almost half the team, but at least we were able to rescue the crew in time. And in the end, we stopped the Reapers from creating a human Reaper abomination. And we bought everyone just a little more time. If only there was more time. The Reapers are still coming. Every day a bit closer. I handed every piece of intel on the collectors and Cerberus over to the Alliance brass. They're not sure what to make of it, but at least they're
В
listening.
принципе, видео это я
I just hope
завершу
they figure
на
out what to
той
do about it
части,
soon,
где уже нам
before
дадут
time runs
управлять
out for all
Шепардом.
of us.
И там я начну новую серию, чтобы вот так вот сразу. Чтобы первая серия была как вступительная, а вторая уже как бы все, начало всей игровой, так сказать, серии. Вот так.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
Человечество узнало, что оно не одиноко во Вселенной. 30 лет спустя оно заняло свое место среди десятков других народов галактики. Мир и идиллию омрачала лишь темная память о жнецах, разумных машинах, истребляющих все живое в галактике раз в 50 тысяч лет. Скоро жнецы должны были вернуться, и там что-то бла-бла-бла. Вот так вот. Мальчик, тоже тебе здрасте. И тебе здоровья. Что-то непонятное, что... Hello, Шепард. Который смотрит на мальчика. Интересно.
Commander, you're not
Mr.
supposed to
James.
call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
You know we're not ready if it is then. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a man. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. The shit you've done, any other soldier would have been tried, court-martialed, and discharged. It's your knowledge of the Reapers that kept that from happening.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson?
Shepard.
Ashley?
Lieutenant Commander, how'd it go in there?
I can never tell with them. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Lieutenant Commander?
You hadn't heard.
No. I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah, I guess I did. Still, good to see you.
Admiral.
Come on.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
Щепа.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
The reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Sol Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Если, кстати, кто не знает, ретранслятор соли — это ретранслятор около Плутона.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
If we're gonna have any chance of surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it. That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? They couldn't be that close already.
How they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Будь здоров, Ваня.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
Че, наигрался?
What do we do?
The only thing we can. We fight or we die.
Ну,
We should get to the Normandy.
Легионка или поражали обратку, то есть любой получаемый урон обратно возвращается. Я нахуй оба все втроем обратно. Или я нахуй залетел в поражение, там все пошли угорать. Как на автомате уже залетел.
Shepard! Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in anyway. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the number. You'll have the contact. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson up.
так, ну на этом мы серию закончим. То есть продолжим. Следующей серии. Серия достаточно то, чтобы много там не было. Все отдельно удобно было. В общем, подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, пишите в комментариях, какую бы игру бы вы хотели, то есть посмотреть прохождение. То есть я только за все за. В общем, удачи всем, пока.